seem to be missing one of my pins. Oh, well, that's a load of shit, isn't it? Let's do this. I don't know if you've got your dummies there. If not, do it in the air. So we've got drive in to the centre. Protect that centre. Boom. So just remember here, on the dummy, I'm coming into the inside of this arm. Okay? However, in application, this could be the inside or the outside. Just a quick one. I'm on the selfie camera of my phone. Everything is reversed. I've only just realised that. You can see I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Anyway, selfie camera has reversed everything. So you're just going to have to deal with that, I'm afraid, boys. Driving in, reaching forward, and then pull. There you go. So, I just want to get you set on that very, very first thing. This is protecting my centre. It's driving forwards, okay? Might not be the inside. This may signify the outside of an arm. So this may signify this part of the arm. It may signify this part of the arm. Just remember, tips of the dummy is essentially where the elbow would be. But this will give you more emphasis on, you know, occupying the correct distance and space. So, one, we've driven forward and we've burst into that centre. We've come up against something. Obviously, if we burst into that centre and we don't come up against anything, we hit anyway. We hit anyway and we can continue to hit. We can drive forward if we need to. But we're assuming now that we have come up against something. This arm is what we've come up against. Boom. I need to fire another punch. So I throw another punch out. Now because this is going beyond the dummy, I'm not going to throw it as a punch, as you know. But I must get connection with this second arm. 1, 2. That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just driving 2 punches in. The only difference is on my first one, I'm more worried about connecting, or how can I put it? Protecting the centre. 1, my second attack comes in. 2. Now we assume that this dummy has moved. Okay, it's moved out the way. In other words, someone's like this, they've thrown a punch in, you've driven in. You've got another attack coming towards, and they do this kind of action, or even this kind of action, or even this kind of action, or this kind of action. But what they've done is they've moved out the way of your punch. What you've done is missed. This is why it's so important when you're doing your pad work to keep relaxed so that you can fire again from the same hand. It's not finished. It's not finished. So 1, 2, we're driving forwards. Now remember, those of you who are doing wooden dummy, don't just reach for behind the dummy. 1 and then reach behind the dummy. 1 and then reach behind the dummy. This is not right. We've got to throw that second attack in. 1, 2. We imagine the dummy's moved. We grab, hold and pull. Boom. Okay? So, because there could be people on here that haven't got a wooden dummy, or aren't even up to wooden dummy standard or level, we're going to do this in the empty dummy way. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Now what the empty dummy does is allow us for more footwork. Okay? But first of all, we just drive in. Boom. Straight to that centre. Okay? Just remember, the centre line is not the centre of your body. You know this. But I'm just reiterating that point. It's the nearest point from me to you. So I'm protecting. I could be protecting like this. I could be protecting like this. I could be protecting like this. Could just be a hands up job. But what I'm doing, I'm driving in. Bah! Driven into that centre. And then I'm sending off my second punch. Straight forwards. Boom. okay? If the person didn't move, this would be hitting. So essentially it would be this, boom, boom. That's all that would happen, boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom. That's all that's going to happen. But you miss. Person has moved their head this way. I grab behind the neck. I pull. I shift my waist to pull. Remember, it's this side of my waist coming forward. Boom. I'm essentially regaining my Galbega. I'm regaining my Galbega. So I drive forward. Boom. Made contact. I throw my second attack out. Boom. I lose my Galbega. I lose it because I've missed. Okay? Then I pull from behind the head and I regain my Galbega. Back down. In the end, when we practice this, hopefully in the not too near future, it makes much more sense with a person. Because what it's got to feel like is that this hand that missed, hasn't even finished yet. So it returns. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? See what I mean? It's not 1, 2, shit, I've missed, pull. I should be used to this punch not going and stopping, and stopping, or the Changjang stopping. It's still going bum. So we get 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Those of you who was at the Sifu Cliff thing, you saw that his next attack after this, a possible attack, is the elbow or the punch. So 1, 2, 3. That's where that's going to be hitting. Those of you who've done some karate stuff and taekwondo stuff, I'm sure we used to do something where we actually used to hit our own hand for the elbow. Boom, boom. In fact, as this is a learning experience, that actually works quite well. If we were practicing our Peijan, I'm like this, bum. I just hit my own hand, boom. We can do the solo pad drills, but just with our hand, look, boom, boom, boom. Just don't do it too hard. Anyway, I digress. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, hitting the hand on this elbow is not part of the form. I'm just trying to sort of show you that the elbow is available. If you were here with me, this hand would be behind your head and your head would be coming down and you'd be getting hit with this. Not for real.